So let's have a look at some of the information that might be missing from your home buying and selling journey, and how we can use some tools that will actually help you to fill in all the blanks and actually get you moved home sooner rather than later, without all the stress and without all the anxiety that most people usually face in this sort of a situation. Now, most of you are probably familiar with property portals. If you've been searching for a house online, you'll definitely be familiar with the usual property portals. And the portal's job is to really take an aggregation of all of the properties that are for sale in a local area and put them in one place, which is really convenient for prospective buyers. And what you will see on most property portals is something similar to this, where you have a load of houses that are listed out, and you find one that you like the look of, and then you inquire via the estate agent, and that's the portal's job pretty much done. Okay, now WiggyWam as a property platform, and I emphasize the word platform, is distinctly different because it will actually take you on the journey towards actually buying your home, and as well as dealing with the transaction part of the process. What do I mean by that? Well, let me show you some of the tools that will help to give you some education as to what's actually going on behind the scenes in the estate agent's office and in the solicitor's office, so that you can feel more comfortable with the home buying and selling journey. So once you've logged into WiggyWam, you will have elements that you can see within the site, one of which is property workspaces. Now, you will see a different screen to what I'm showing you here, but let's just go to a demo workspace here so you can see exactly what I mean when it comes to project managing your home move. Okay, now the project management workspaces are here to really help and guide you and give you a tick list of what's actually required, that nobody else, in my experience of 30 years of being on this planet, of dealing with estate agents and solicitors, has anybody ever given me a checklist to work towards that will allow me to feel confident that I've done everything that I need to do from my side in order to push the sale forward. And what this gets over is the ad hoc phone call or email that says, oh, can you send me so-and-so certificate, or I need this bit of paper. Well, why didn't you ask me for that 5 weeks ago? You know, it's fairly routine that these sorts of things come up. So what we created, beyond a timeline where everybody can be kept abreast as to what's actually going on, we actually created a full task list for everybody involved. Now, when the sale is agreed, the estate agent can invite all parties to the workspace, which is both solicitors, the buyer, the seller, and the estate agent can control it. Now, whilst some solicitors might push back and say, we don't want to be part of that, the challenge for many solicitors is they require about 6 to 8 hours of work on a conveyancing matter in order to get to exchange of contracts, right? And that time is usually diluted massively by the constant interruptions across 20, 50, 100, over 200 case files in some instances that they're dealing with at any one time. And so the whole idea is that we not only give the buyer and seller transparency, but we take the monkey off the solicitor's back, which is the constant emails interruptions, the constant telephone interruptions. Buyers, sellers, estate agents don't need endless telephone calls letting them know where things are. But what they do need to know is something is happening. Okay. And what you can see here is that we have created task lists for all parties involved in the buying and selling process. Okay, so let's say I'm the seller of a property. I can go here and I can check what is actually required from me as the seller in order to advance the sale. And you can see here we've got a timeline bar here. We've got 4 out of 25 tasks completed. We've got 21 open tasks, and these are very easy to tick off and complete. Now, once I've done that, everybody in the workspace gets to know that the sale has advanced further forward. So I have appointed my solicitor. That task gets done. It's completed. Everybody's notified within the workspace. So everybody's got their finger on the pulse in real time as to what's actually going on. Okay, have I ordered and completed the digital sellers pack? Yes, I have. Okay. Have I ordered my Protect Your Pocket insurance? What does that mean? Well, that is to protect you in the case of a sale falling through and leaving you with an average bill of £3,488. The insurance will actually kick in and protect your pocket by actually paying those abortive fees for you. So you're not out of pocket. You are protected as far as that is concerned. So you can order that for less than a couple of £100, and that will underwrite your costs of an abortive transaction. Okay. All of this stuff. Oh, I need to complete my property information forms. I need to order my searches. All of this stuff is set out here in a list of tasks that you can complete, and everybody's notified straight away of where things are at. Okay. And so from the solicitor's point of view, and I emphasize this a lot because they can be a little bit resistant when it comes to using new technology, but from our point of view, if you're in a solicitor's office, you've got a paralegal or a junior of some description who can actually complete the exercise of ticking off some of these tasks that they need to do. Have I got my contract signed by the seller? Well, that won't come till later on, but actually has there been any issues or delays identified in the title information checks along with possible solutions? Okay. Has the seller been notified of that? Okay, because that could be a massive problem that everybody needs to know about so that we can set expectations in terms of timeline for the deal. Okay, now these are not perhaps going to show up on every transaction, but where they do, they can really impact the sale. Okay, and it's important that these tasks are dealt with in a structured and orderly manner so that everybody's kept abreast as to what's going on. So I just wanted to share that with you. These are the tools that are available to you should you choose to use them. Obviously, I can't make you use the tools, but hopefully those of you watching this are all adults, and you can see that there's massive value in actually using some of the tools that are freely available to you, and that just require you to get your agent on board with WiggyWam. That can be a 5-minute phone call once they see the benefits of working alongside us. So hope that is useful to you. Any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Happy to help at wiggywam.co.uk. That's happy to help at wiggywam.co.uk. But you can go to wiggywam.co.uk right now and get your free buyer and seller's account and log in and start using some of the tools that are available to you immediately. Hope that's useful. I'll see you in the next video.